Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name's Dave Jones from Instinctive Solutions, and today we'll be discussing ways for emerging tech vendors to boost brand awareness and establish credibility, even with constrained marketing budgets and teams. Now, brand visibility is crucial for growth. So, today we'll cover creative tactics to get your startup noticed. So on screen now, there's an overview of what we'll be covering today. So we're going to look at content marketing, social media, speaking opportunities, partnerships, PR, and much, much more. We've got a lot to get through, so let's get going. And let's start with content marketing. Now, creating educational and insightful content like blogs, ebooks, and videos is a great way to highlight your expertise. The key to generating great content, though, is to focus on addressing your audience's specific pain points and interests. You don't need a huge production budget to generate quality content, but your content does need to be clean, accurate, and on brand. Once you get that right, producing consistent, valuable content establishes trust and credibility for your brand. Next up is social media. Now, strategic use of platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook helps grow your audience and visibility and provides a perfect environment to share your branded content and provide industry commentary. However, you do need to avoid purely promotional messages as these do you no favors whatsoever. Instead, focus on an educational, inspirational, and conversational tone when engaging your followers. Another great way to generate brand awareness is to leverage your subject matter experts' knowledge by having them speak at industry conferences and events. That both, both boosts your exposure but also creates a whole new network of connections. Similarly, guest blog posts on well read industry publications help expand your reach, positioning your founders and leaders as experts in your industry. Creative co-marketing and cross promotions can leverage your collective networks and audiences. So consider taking out partnerships with aligned vendors, both established and startup organizations. It's well worth exploring content partnerships, event sponsorships, or even bundled offerings. Moving on, proactive PR outreach allows you to not wait for major announcements when doing PR and PR outreach in the early days. If you proactively build connections with journalists and pitch them stories and story ideas that are relevant to their audience, do that whenever you can. Because by sharing data, insights, and founder commentary, then these relationships make it easier to gain future news coverage when you really need to. And finally, you do need to recognize your constraints and your limitations as a startup or as an emerging vendor. You've got limited budgets and team size, and that can make robust marketing difficult. Given this, some tips would include focusing your messaging and measuring what resonates most with your audience. And once you've figured that out, double down on those tactics that work best and do it again and again and again. Just remember the brand traction that you gain now with creative, cost efficient marketing primes your startup for future success. So, in summary, brand visibility is critical for emerging vendors and startups. Blend content marketing, social media, public relations, and partnerships to get your name out there. All of this establishes credibility and connections to fuel your future growth.